Welcome to CBS Mornings on this Wednesday, Hump Day. I'm Gayle King.
I'm Tony Dokoupil. And Dominic Burleson.
Yes, he is. We're all here. Let's go to today's eye-opener. It's your world in 90 seconds. The top cop in Texas now says the Uvalde attack should have ended much sooner than it did. The latest shocking details.
There's compelling evidence that the law enforcement response to the attack at Robb Elementary was an abject failure.
A bipartisan breakthrough. Senate negotiators have cleared a procedural vote to move forward with gun control legislation.
And emotional testimony from election officials targeted by former President Trump.
I second guess everything that I do, all because of lies.
A powerful earthquake hit eastern Afghanistan, killing hundreds near the Pakistan border. The death toll is expected to rise.
A near catastrophe in Miami after a flight lands violently with more than 100 people on board.
It slid and it spun and the wing caught on fire.
Bill Cosby has been found guilty in civil court in the sexual assault of a 16-year-old girl nearly 5 decades ago.
Gronk has left the building.
Rob Gronkowski announced on social media he's retiring. It's the second time that he's done that.
Kellogg is splitting into 3 different companies. Those companies will focus on cereals, snacks, and plant-based foods.
It's a shame Kellogg is officially splitting up, but don't worry, Snap, Crackle and Pop will still get to see each other every third weekend.
Mr. Giuliani accused you and your mother of passing some sort of USB drive to each other. What was your mom actually handing you on that video?
A ginger mint.
That might explain why Rudy never produced any evidence. He kept jamming Altoids into his USB ports. This isn't working. Hand me a Ricola.
This morning's eye-opener is presented by Progressive, making it easy to bundle insurance.
I mean, it would be very funny if it weren't so sad.
I was going to say Stephen Colbert always manages to find the joke, but that was very upsetting and very hard to hear her testimony yesterday.
You're right about that. Welcome to CBS Mornings.
Yeah.
We've got some essential reporting to share with you today, including Anna Warner's look at the nation's largest online mental health provider, Cerebral. Our investigation finds serious allegations of failure to help people in desperate need. Anna, she spoke exclusively with the company's CEO.
Plus, political ads, they've always had the potential to be misleading, but people who follow this sort of thing say the problem is much worse right now with outright falsehoods being spread, especially about the results of the 2020 election. So you might ask, what can be done about it? Turns out, not much, at least not as much as you may think. We're going to explain why, but we want to get straight to the news this morning because we've got breaking news from Afghanistan, where an earthquake that struck along the Pakistan border overnight has killed more than 1,000 people, according to one government spokesperson in that region. The Afghan government says hundreds of other people are injured, and there is a frantic search now for survivors. The quake has turned homes into rubble in that mountainous region, and our Holly Williams is tracking the ongoing rescue effort. Holly, good morning to you. What do we know?
Good morning. Well, the earthquake hit at around 1:30 in the morning local time, meaning many people were inside, asleep and vulnerable when buildings collapsed. That may have been a factor in how lethal this quake appears to have been. The magnitude of the quake